Hi guys, Derpy Moose 99 here. Welcome back to Moose Burger. We are now at population 720. Our food supply is not keeping up at the moment by about 5,000 per year. So we have a whole bunch of orchards and crop fields being built, but that'll take a while. Um, in the meantime, I think what we're going to do is some playing around on the dock. We'll build this out, build a couple more fishermen, some more rice. I also want to talk about our inventory here. We've got almost 13,000 flowers. So I think what we'll do here, let's just bring this up, make sure we're not encroaching. We can go in there. So I'm going to try, in the storage here, there is a resource depot. So let's build one of these. Now I think the description talks about, um, let's find it here. Adjustable storage, blah, blah, blah. Will only be released to the town when you decrease the number. So this looks like a place to sort of permanently hide stuff. So I suspect we have flowers in every barn all over the map by now. So this will collect it all up, put it in one location, hopefully a large location, and then if we need to, we can release it a little bit at a time to the perfumeries here. So let's get that resource depot going to do some flower control. I've added a little bit to the docks here, and let's have 40 builders and let's go. Okay, and our dress coats for our linen. When these come up, we'll increase the clothing limit up to 3,000. So if you can't find a coat in this town, there'd be something wrong with you. Okay, so the very last one here we're going to make into the hybrid, but let's go dress coat. So this one's dress coat, and this one's going to be, what was the hybrid one called? We were looking at linen and wool, the full suit. Okay, so the bottom one is full suit. Interesting, we are still not making enough reeds to keep everybody happy in the docks. So this is, guys, the last one. That is the full suit. Okay, we won't put that into the trade area yet, so we'll have the full suits, and the pea coats will be in general population without putting them in the trade docks. And we'll see if we start to get a lot of the full suits, we'll put them in the trade docks as well. Yeah, we got lots of all that good stuff. Okay, I usually like to be somewhere around the 6 to 8,000 log. We're getting up close to 11,000, which is getting, well, I wouldn't say silly, but it's getting up to a place where maybe we should think about either using more of them or controlling it a bit. So yeah, let's put another small craft barn in. And it's not going to be all that pretty, but let's get some joiners going. So rather than back off and buying the logs, let's just use more of them. Maybe before we put that joiner in. Our firewood is still not at a happy place, so why don't we put a couple more red sawmills in? Now, does that leave us room for the joiner? Yeah, there won't be a road, but yeah, I can live with that. All right. So that's 3 more furniture makers or joiners and 2 more sawmills. Okay, that's probably, I wonder if we took that road out, we could probably fit another joiner in there. So why don't we just schedule that for termination? Now we're starting to get up close to our hospital, and we saw from the last couple times we had infections that maybe we want to make a couple more hospitals and diversify a little bit there. So I wonder if this would make sense somewhere up here. Now we're not going to be in a super rush to build those, but and how about at the other end of town here? How about maybe on the other side of this hill, somewhere out here? We might build out here sooner or later, but it's going to be a while. Okay, get that interface nice and cluttered. Don't need anything from there. 41,000 food. Well, let's buy a little bit of food. Tell you what, let's get rid of the perfume for food. We already have oranges, but it's an easy 2,000. And rock melons. All right, it's 4,000 additional food. There's another clothier. That one is going to be dress coats. And I said we'd take the limit up to 3,000 here. All right, we're going to be swimming in coats. So let's get some of those dress coats. 0 so far. Why 0, boys? Dress coat, dress coat, dress coat, full suit. Okay. Oh, I guess they're 0 because the few that have been made have been picked up. So industry supplier, dress coat 100. Dress coat 100. 100. And let's remember to add into our food buyer. Okay, and let's throw in some more reed farms while we're here. Another 4, though I think at some point this is gonna... Yeah, it's the rope, it really uses it up. Okay, how's our food warehouses here? Milk and bread and those ones. We have 41,000 food roughly. Hey, I'm just going to drop down the purchase level for a little while here. So let's drop this down to, say, 800. We've got almost 13,000 logs, so I'm sure our longshoremen are pretty mad at me right now. Okay, so we'll back that off a bit for a little while. Okay, furniture, sawmills. Over here, our farms are starting to come in. So the last thing we did, cabbage and beans. So this one can be turnips. Ooh. Except I kind of borked that one. Let's try building it the proper size here. So 15 by 15, that means it's actually this one's off too. All right, well, that's what happens when you build them when there's still trees and stuff like that. So this was turnips. It should not take too long to come back up. Oh, one of our windmills is up here. Let's go have a look. Okay, we built 3 more, although we were only going to turn 1 on. So this will be the lucky candidate to turn on. So these 2 city windmills, we'll have to remember when they come up, we'll just shut them off. Crop field, okay. Yeah, we need at least that 1 more windmill. Maybe, well, we're building 3, we'll see how it goes. Okay, some more fields. A Apricots, walnuts, grape. Well, let's do another apricot. And we'll do another walnut here. And then we'll start our other diverse crops. So this one was going to be turnips over here, so this can be corn. Okay, so that was apricot. We said we'll do a walnut. Okay. While we're looking at here, we can drive our builders a little crazy. Okay, this one was going to be turnips, was it not? Yeah. All right, let's put some laborers back. 30 and 10. See what the traders have. Coal still. Yeah, coal is actually climbing, so our auto purchase here, I'm going to drop this one down to say 200. See if that does a more even job for us. Okay. Seed trader. Nothing I really. Broccoli. That doesn't inspire me. Now, how can you not be working? Are you? We do not. Do we run out of water here? So water is used to make perfume. It's also can be eaten, if you will, by people. So we've got tons of flour. I think we're going to add. Yeah, let's go for another one of these guys. Can we find a place to kind of. Yeah, let's just put it in there. That's central to those guys. With all those flowers in our warehouse, the last thing we want is these guys to stop working when we're using it up. So, everybody's out of reeds now. Okay, build the reed farms. Oh, we forgot to set this guy on rice. Derp. Yeah, I bet you we don't have a ton of rice sitting around. Got some more going in though. Oh yeah, the other thing we're going to do is build a fishery here. Or another fishery. So what do you think? Something like... That looks about even with that one, does it not? And we had a small dock storage. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's take this stone road out. It's one of our arterial roads. And first let's get the dock going up. And then let's get a little fancy with the power flatten tool and create a little landing here. So you see the circle for the fishery, and then up here somewhere, if we can line that up with the road, we'll build a bridge across there for people to walk. Now I don't know if it'll be useful or shorten the trip or anything, but it'll be fun to build, so we'll do that. Okay, some smithies. Get rid of that. Yeah, you can go away. Food's at 32,000 again. All right, so we did turnips, corn. What's after corn? More blueberries, okay. Another windmill. Let's have a look. You know what? We got the people. Let's turn this one on. Yeah, we may not have the rice. We'll turn them off for now. Maybe after these additional rice farms come on. Now we're starting to extend this up pretty far to the north, so maybe after this fishery builds and after we get this bridge and that kind of stuff done, um, this market extends up to here. So why don't we put another market at the north end up here and another batch of housing up here. Although we'll have to create, maybe come over here and put another school in, or we could do some dock schools. That might be, I think they only hold 12, but we can put a couple of dock schools in. Like this one's, yeah, 27, 28 students. All right, thank you. Well, certainly don't have to worry about running out of logs for the next 400 years, I would say. Okay, that's some more rice. I think there's 2 more to build. How are we doing over here? Okay, we put in blueberries. Squash sounds like fun. Apricots, and I think we went walnuts there. Pistachios, I don't think we put lemons in anywhere. The climate's set for mild, so I think lemons should be okay. And lemons was the bottom here, so let's go back to oranges. Yeah, it's early summer, so none of that will matter until next year. But I've got the people, and I'll forget if we don't. So okay, that's something else too. If this is going to be our mining area up here, hey, and our builders required is actually fallen below 100, so can't have that. Let's throw in a couple of tin mines. Yeah, we'll build them a little stockpile. So 2 tin mines. Now we'll have to cycle through the candle upgrades and the lamp oil upgrades with those as well. But those are kind of fun for canning fruits, vegetables, and meat. I think we'll do generic stockpile. I think we'll do a 6x3 generic stockpile. All right, and another 6x3. Okay, so once those are up, we'll do the upgrades and then we'll get some canning going on. For example, we can can the fish. Maybe while I think about it too, we can throw a few hunters in. So under the raw food gathering, there is hunting blinds here. There's a big barn right here, so we can throw a few of these in. It'll generate a few feathers too, so that'll be duck meat and feathers. And there should be duck meat coming from the hunting cabins here. Yeah, a little bit of duck meat. So we can add a few more in these, and they're easy to fit in various places as long as there's storage nearby. So it'll give us a few more feathers and some duck meat, and we can can the duck meat as well as canning the fish. And I can't remember the factor, but canning adds a little bit extra capacity or volume or whatever you want to call it. And we'll continue building farms and orchards down here. The windmill, we're going to turn that one off. Why did we have that guy pinned? Okay. That's our 3 more joiners that are coming on. Which I rudely didn't build any roads for, so let's do that now. Furniture. I don't think we have much of a store of furniture going on. I think we're using it all right now, so because we have 12,500 logs, we might as well make a bit more furniture. Fuel is up to 5,900, still not getting up to our 8,000 limit, so when those 2 mills come on, we'll turn those on firewood. How is our old stable doing here? No, still bringing in a few animals. You know, though, we're down to 24,000 food, so I think we actually might suspend operation here because it's eating corn. So let's turn that guy down. I don't think I'll delete him right now. We might want him in the future, but I suspect, yeah, well, 27 animals. Well, we can trade for them as well, too. All right, because we're getting low on food. Let's buy some. So the perfume will be 4,000. The coats will be 10, okay. So 2,000 cherries, 2,000 carrots. I'm looking for stuff that's cheap. Coconuts even. Game. Omelets, huh? Not cheap, but why don't we buy omelets? Salted fish. Ketchup. I wonder if that was red ketchup. Oh, sure, gonna make me do math here. And we've got 100 left. Let's do 20. All right. And I think what I might do since we're down there on the food is go auto purchase when merchant arrives. And let us say 4,000 veggies, 2,000 fruit. And we obviously have more capacity than that, but that'll be our baseline and we can have a look. All right, so the next one will be more automatic. We're at maximum traders here. Okay, I don't know if I should start freaking out about the food or what. I don't like the level though. Yeah, this says we're close to what we used. So maybe this is just because we're before harvest and there's a bit of a lag. We've added a bunch of fields and orchards, so I think we're not bad. Famous last words. So more furniture. Okay, and one of our mills. Okay, some laborers back. Still not enough reeds. Not quite enough flour either. Okay. Our fishing dock's being built, but the intermediate piece isn't. Oh, there's our resource depot. Now, how many flowers do we have? 13,000. So let's put, no idea how efficient this is, but let's put 2 workers in. And let's tell it, why don't you go get 12,000 flowers? Can you do 12,000? Or we just got 4 digits to work with here. All right, well, let's see what happened with that. Interesting, okay. Excuse me, I haven't played with a resource depot much, so we'll see what happens there. You can go away. And our last sawmill. Firewood. All right, 6, 9, 10. 10 mills making firewood. And a total of 33 people. Now I noticed our lumber here, the actual lumber, is down to 78 with all the construction. So I suspect this one sawmill making lumber with 3 is not enough. So did I leave enough room here? Oh, there's one of our hospitals came up. Where was that one? Over by the docks, okay. Now I was talking about lumber. So you know what? Can't really fit a sawmill there, but let's have a look. Choppers. Nope, this one. Construction. Lumberyard. Okay, why don't we put a lumberyard in? It's near enough the dogs can pick up all the logs that are lying around. And one of our specialized warehouses for construction storage. Okay, we'll put that beside here, I think. And why don't we put a little stockpile too? A little construction stockpile behind the school. That way we can have like a really big fire. All right. Trader coming in. Coalstone logs. Dismiss. How's our fishery? Okay, this fishery is starting to come in, so why don't we crank priority there? Okay, this road isn't finished, but let's clear some of that off. And clear this out so we can see where we're building, so I don't bork up the placement for the bridge there. Another dock worker and a trader. Nothing of that for now. Okay, you guys can still squeak by our dock infrastructure there. Oh, there's our fishery. Yeah, let's max that out right away. This one won't be very effective because the closest houses are way down here, so I think getting another marketplace, some housing up there, you know, or maybe even when we get this bridge in over here, we can build some more housing here. But that means the fishermen will be walking all back and forth this way. At least we got this small storage there. 1,000 flax, I'm sure we need that by now. Oh, I got halfway on the math. I don't want any of those. Now the trade animals I haven't played with either, so one of my plans too is to maybe we'll build some more pastures and try one of the trade animals just to understand the mechanics, how that works. I suspect you just grow them and trade the excess as units, but not something I'm aware of, or not something I've played with anyways. Probably don't need to look at you. Oh, okay. We're actually up to our fuel limit, so adding those sawmills helped. Okay, I feel better about that. We still got a ridiculous amount of logs. How's our farms and orchards? A couple more up here. Okay, what was our last orchard we put in? I think oranges, I believe. Okay, so let's go hazelnut, unless this one is. Nope. Okay, hazelnut. And we got a small little crop field here. Turnips, corn, blueberries, squash. Let's make them potatoes. This one will probably get away. I'll just put one in there. Yeah, maybe two. Overkill, but this is pretty far from, there's a few houses there, but that's pretty far from the bulk of the housing, so. Okay, oh, this isn't clear, but we can kind of see where the road's gonna be. And let's see, that's about there, which is well above our fish circle. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna save here just before we start playing around. Yeah, what I was thinking here is we're gonna take, stone bridge out there somewhere. So that's somewhere around there. So if we take our our flatten power tool, and we do that. Not sure if that was exactly the right place, but I think that worked. Okay, let's let that one roll and see what happens. Okay, and once that's in, we can build, like I say, we can build up. But put a town with market and houses up here. And that way we can extend our rice and it actually, will deliver a little bit better than these are because people are walking all the way up from the bottom. Okay, so the reason again for the power flatten tool to make a little bit of land there is so we can build a bridge, and a bridge won't block the channel for the trade river. Where if we just build dock over for people to access, they would block the channel. All right, guys. I think that's good for an episode. Okay, these extra blacksmiths we don't need. Never run out of tools. One last look around. Okay, our tin mines. Those are going to take a while to build. And I haven't checked the number of houses we require. So just before we go, let's have a look at population and see how delinquent I am on housing. Okay, we only need about 50 houses, so that's not bad. We're up to 766 people. So we only added 46 in that episode, and I think that's because I neglected building any housing. So I think next time what we're going to have to do is get a bunch of this construction either done or on pause and blast a bunch of houses in. So the northern part of the lake here, some more houses here wouldn't hurt. Houses here for the mines. And a distributed selection, I think, maybe down here, over here for the farmers, I think would be a good idea. Okay, I've been Derpy Moose 99, and this has been episode 16 of Banished with megamod 8. Thank you very much.